What if the very fabric of our reality isn't just individual thoughts, but a symphony of shared beliefs shaping everything we do? Have you ever wondered how group dynamics silently dictate our choices, from the products we buy to the political leaders we choose? Today, we're going to dive into the hidden currents of collective consciousness and discover how your mind is more connected than you think. Imagine you're walking down a busy street. A few people suddenly stop and look up at the sky. What do? Almost instinctively, you'll probably stop and look up too. You might not see anything, but the impulse is undeniable. This simple act is a perfect, small-scale example of collective consciousness at work. It's this invisible force, this web of shared thoughts, ideas, and beliefs that binds us together as societies, cultures, and even as a species. The concept isn't new. Philosophers and sociologists, like Emil Durkheim, have talked about it for over a century. Durkheim called it the conscience collective, the set of shared beliefs, morals, and attitudes that operate as a unifying force within a society. Think of it like a society's operating system. It runs in the background, shaping our norms, our values, and what we consider normal. It's why shaking hands is a standard greeting in some cultures, while bowing is in others. These aren't just random habits. They are manifestations of a shared understanding, a collective agreement on how to interact. But this goes much deeper than just social etiquette. Let's talk about the marketplace. Why do certain products suddenly become must-haves? Think about the craze for a particular brand of sneakers, a new smartphone, or even a specific type of coffee. Is it purely because of the product's quality? Not really. It's often because a collective desire is created. Marketers are masters at tapping into this. They don't just sell you a product. They sell you a sense of belonging, an entry ticket into a group that shares a certain status or identity. When you buy that popular gadget, you're not just buying technology. You're buying into a shared experience, a collective nod of approval. You're joining the club. This shared desire creates trends, builds empires, and can make or break entire industries. We think we are making an independent choice based on our personal taste, but more often than not, our taste has been subtly shaped by the group. This influence becomes even more powerful in the realm of ideas and politics. How do political movements gain momentum? It starts with an idea, but it only catches fire when it resonates with a shared feeling or a collective grievance. Social media has amplified this effect to an incredible degree. An idea posted by one person can be shared by thousands, then millions, creating a digital tidal wave of collective opinion. We see this with hashtags that unite people for a cause or viral videos that shift public discourse overnight. These aren't just isolated opinions. They become a unified voice, a powerful force that can influence elections, change laws, and reshape societies. We see people we trust, our friends, family, and influencers we follow adopting a certain viewpoint, and that social proof makes it easier for us to adopt it too. It's a mental shortcut. If everyone I respect believes this, there must be some truth to it, right? This is how echo chambers and filter bubbles are born, reinforcing our beliefs and making it harder to see other perspectives. Now, you might be thinking, does this mean I have no free will? Am I just a puppet of the collective? Not at all. Acknowledging the power of collective consciousness isn't about surrendering your individuality. It's about understanding the context in which your individuality operates. It's like being a musician in an orchestra. You play your own instrument, with your own skill and style, but you're also listening to the other musicians, following the conductor, and contributing to a larger, harmonious piece of music. Your individual notes matter, but they gain their full meaning as part of the symphony. True freedom comes from awareness. When you understand the invisible currents of group thought, you can choose whether to swim with them, against them, or in a new direction entirely. You can consciously question why you believe what you believe. Is this truly my own opinion, or have I absorbed it from the group? This self-reflection is the first step toward true intellectual independence. So how can we navigate this? The key is to practice conscious consumption, not just of products, but of information and ideas. Before you share that article or jump on that trend, take a moment. Ask yourself, why am I drawn to this? Does it align with my core values, or am I just following the crowd? Actively seek out different perspectives. Follow people on social media who have different backgrounds and opinions. Read books and watch documentaries that challenge your worldview. Break out of your comfort zone. The more you expose yourself to a diversity of thought, the less susceptible you are to the pull of a single, dominant groupthink. You start building a more resilient, well-rounded perspective. You become a more discerning member of the collective, one who can contribute thoughtfully rather than just reacting. Think of the great innovators and leaders throughout history. People like Galileo, Martin Luther King Jr., or Steve Jobs. They were all deeply aware of the collective consciousness of their time. They understood the prevailing beliefs and norms, and they dared to challenge them. They introduced a new note into the symphony, a dissonance that eventually resolved into a new, richer harmony. They didn't ignore the collective. They engaged with it and pushed it to evolve. You have that same power. Your unique thoughts, your questions, your willingness to see things differently, these are not insignificant. When you share a new idea, you are planting a seed in the collective mind. It might be a small seed, but with enough care, it can grow and influence the entire garden. The internet has connected us in ways we never thought possible, creating a global collective consciousness. This presents both a great opportunity and a great responsibility. We have the power to spread empathy, knowledge, and positive change faster than ever before. But we also face the danger of amplifying negativity and misinformation at an alarming rate. The choice is ours, both individually and collectively. Every like, every share, every comment is a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. It's a small contribution to the global conversation. So, the next time you find yourself making a choice, take a moment to look up from your own perspective. See the invisible threads connecting you to everyone else. Recognize the symphony of shared beliefs playing in the background. You are not just a solitary thinker. You are part of a vast interconnected network of minds. By understanding how this collective consciousness shapes you, you gain the power to shape it in return. You become a conscious creator of your reality, and in doing so, you help compose the future of our shared human story. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If this sparks some new thoughts, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. What are some examples of collective consciousness you've noticed in your own life? Don't forget to like this video if you found it valuable and subscribe for more content that challenges you to think differently. See you in the next one.